In the beginning, there was nothing. And then God said, "Let there be light." And by God, it was good. Not too better though. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I think I actually found some footage of Kanye and Pete fighting. But all jokes aside, today I, Ron from Dumbshift, will be reviewing Donda 2. A quick warning before this video continues, my opinions on this album at the time will definitely change. You know, mostly because it's a work in progress. The album still needs better mixes, a ton of songs still need more verses, and Kanye is taking songs off this album like nobody's business. So it's gonna be changing for a while. So to start off with my general feelings, I like the album. It's got a lot of good emotional songs on it. It's got a lot of bangers. It's not a perfect album, and we'll get to that, but I like it. This album is much more focused on Kanye's divorce than Donda was. A lot of the songs on this album are loaded with references to the divorce or to something surrounding it, and the divorce is pretty much the main subject matter of this record. There's a few songs that jump into other things, but this album is undeniably about Kanye and Kim Kardashian's relationship and their kids. Surprisingly, there's no direct Pete Davidson disses on here. It's more so aimed at Kim, but there's also some songs of Kanye going self-aware on here. I think Kanye is at a crossroads on this album. Some of the songs on here have Kanye reflecting on what he did in the relationship and how he could be better, and some of them songs on here are him going hard at dissing Kim. You know, it's really an interesting dichotomy. We get a song like Sci-Fi where Ye goes hard, and then we get a song like Selfish where we get a deeper look inside Kanye's mind state. But screw that boring divorce stuff. Let's talk about the features. This being a Kanye album, there's obviously going to be features for days. We got features from XXXTentacion, Don Toliver, Baby Keem, The Migos, Travis Scott, Future, Jack Harlow, Sean Leon, Vori, Fabio Foreign, Alicia Keys, and Soulja Boy, the greatest rapper of all time. Unlike Donda, this album has a decent chunk of songs that lack features, and there aren't many songs that use more than one guest artist on them. The big exceptions to this are Pablo, We Did It Kid, and City of Gods, which all sound like attempts at anthemic songs, but in completely different ways. Pablo is just a straight up trap banger, with a great hook from Travis Scott and a good Future verse. We Did It Kid is kind of like a victory lap type song, and City of Gods just sounds like an attempt at crossing the drill sound with synths and the pop, and it goes super hard. All these songs go hard as a matter of fact, and they definitely provide levity on a pretty dark album. Another really great song on this album is First Time in a Long Time. What I'd say about Soulja Boy. It's a great song to close the album with, and Soulja's verse makes it even better. It's super uplifting, it's inspiring, and it's what I love about Kanye. I wish I could say every song on here made me feel that way, but sadly there are a few duds on here. Louis Bags is probably the worst offender of this. Kanye doesn't even really have a verse on the song. He's just kind of saying the same few things over and over again. And you know, Jack Harlow has a solid verse on the song, but I don't think he was enough to save the track. Security also didn't do much for me. You know, not that it's bad, I just wasn't feeling it as much as the other tracks. There's also a few really good songs that got brought down by like bad mixing, and some songs that definitely could have had an extra verse or two from Kanye on them. But I feel like that's arbitrary to say. Now granted, this album's probably gonna be completely different when I finish this video. I don't even care. I finished this video and that's all that matters. So my final thoughts are on Donda 2. I gave this album a 7 out of 10. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And just know, you're watching.
I'm in a Porsche truck, that bitch go. I got too many bitches to care about a hoe. Fuck up a check when I walk in the store. Got a freak little bitch, she doing the most. Black lives matter, can't fuck with no race. Crazy how they hate cause you a different race.